Hello everybody, and welcome back to Divinity Original Sin 2. Frog in the throat. Conflux mod, part 36. Think. Alright. Yeah, where were we? I think at the end of the last episode we just finished off the sawmill. We'd done the elf encampment. I remembered that we hadn't done the house with the madwoman in the basement, so we need to go and have a look at that. I also need to go and check skills. Because we have levelled and there might be new skills available, so we'll go and have a look.
Glad to see you well. Anything more?
So, you heard any news?
Vitalise. Yeah, harming undead. Not too sure on that. Harmonic surge. Let's get that. Maelstrom. Requires summoning 4. Let's get that. Wicked Phantom's already got that. Could do with 2 people having that.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
Kind that don't fancy starving.
We'll get another copy just in case.
It's all well and good for you and your rations. We've got to take what we can get.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Grasp of the Starved. That will come in handy if we use Blood Rain. I think we have that already. Okay then. Let's do that.
Until later then.
What have you got?
Back for a return visit, are you? Have at it. Got yourself situated.
Where's Polymorph 3? Not many people won't have that. Active skin we have. Vitrify. Let's get one of those. Purifying Blaze. Let's get one of those. Incendiary Tempest. It's pyro and aerothurge. I think red has that. Disintegrate. Pyro 3, aero 3. I think red has that as well. Cinder Blitz. These are new skills. Aerothurge and Pyro 2. Shatterstorm. Geomancer, Hydrophis 3. Not sure that Fane has that. He's got Geomancer 3, but has he got Hydrophis 3? Right, we'll get it, he can aspire to it. It's a new skill. Nullify.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such filth?
This effect will bypass armor defenses.
I don't fancy starving along with the rest of this town. It's all well and good for
Okay.
you with your rations. We've got
Hydra's Biome.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you lend up.
Geomancer 3, that's another one for Fane. That's reactive armor. All characters in the area, including yourself. No. Earthquake. Yeah, that. I don't think he's got that. Does he have Fortify? I'm not sure. Miasmus by a crystalline barrage.
Yes, of course.
Emit an aura encasing the caster and allies in reverberating barriers that explode in a 3-meter radius, damaging enemies each time a character is attacked. Let's get that. Okay. Let's get those.
Yep.
You sell fish. I think you do.
Well met, friend.
You look down at the cart and see fish with flaking scales, tumours, and, in one case,
It's free to look their travels, friend.
Yeah. What have you got for us?
Buying or selling? Capital. Good luck to you.
I think we're done with him.
What? Nothing less than the wisdom of the ancients.
Oh, I think I like that better. Take that. Take that as well. Right. Well, that's on you. That's better for you. Another lucky charm. Oh, it's not as good. Oh, yeah, it is. I'll switch that out with the 33-35. Get the extra finesse. And not as a single-handed. That's better. Okay, do that. Right, what have we got? Cinder Blitz. Disintegrate. Like that. Summon in two. Who's got summon in two? Nobody.
Your fish stinks of the void. What kind of rat would sell such food?
Right, we need to get somebody else with
One
that.
that don't fancy starving.
Summon in
Rest of
four.
this town. It's all well and good for you with your rations.
Some Maelstrom.
Keep talking, dwarf, and you'll end up eating sawdust from a cell floor.
Healing ritual for you. Shatterstorm. Hydra's Bile. Mass resonating glow. That's... yeah, we'll give that to you. Give you another skill. Right. Let us see if we can find this house now. Is it going to be here?
Bears ahead. Honey bears, looks like.
Raw. Raw.
The spirit of a young man stands before you. From his aura, you can tell that he was a sorcerer.
Such his memories for his death at the hands of the bears.
You are a sorcerer, fleeing the Magisters in Driftwood. Hungry, you come upon a pair of honey bears. The bears do not attack, so you try to steal their honey, and ouch! You are stung to death by bees. Huge, hideous, void-woken bees.
Look for the bees.
Stinging pain consumes you as the bees attack you, and the honey bears too. The bears survive, but are tainted. You die in agony. The bees die as bees must do after unleashing their stings. The honey bears eat the bees.
Sounds a hostile. This might sting. No. No, I don't consume his souls. Let's leave him. There we go. We need to sort these skills out and all.
Glory is mine! Focus!
Oh, there we go. I have to wait till the end of our turn. Okay, that's not bad. Beast, we know what you need to do. That's his armor gone. Let's try one of these new ones. Let's try that. Resonating Claw. Try and mend with him as well. There we go. Right, well, I don't remember it being in this area, so I think we've come to the wrong place. I wonder if it's near the Paladin camp. Driftwood Fields, Reaper's Cove, Cloisterwood, Paladin Bridgehead. Oh, they're still chilling out.
He can't or won't look you in the eye.
Until war is done.
The Magisters are out there on the
That was the Scarecrow fight. Oh, we said we'd go back here, didn't we? Speak to her again.
Well, there you are. Been trying my hand at a few bows and such like you asked. Hope you like what you see.
Let's see your
Anything
words.
else you want to chat about?
Ooh. 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 And that doesn't have the -1 movement on it. Let's get those. $112 armor. Oh, I like that. Yeah, we're getting that.
Use the best wood I can find. Good rosewood ain't too common, but lutes made from it croon like songbirds. I like playing too, though my brother Laszlo was the real talent. Duets with him brought out the best in me. Shame to you.
She mentioned Laszlo. Laszlo's flute. I wonder if that's because that's not in there. Let's try that again.
Well, there you are. Use the best wood I can find. Good rosewood ain't too common, but lutes made from it croon like... I like playing too, though my brother Laszlo was the real... Shame to you.
Maybe not. Right, we don't want that on you. Rid of that. To beast. sell that one. Let's get on the right person, shall we? Alright, there's the gallows.
The shimmering ghost of a lizard magister turns her gaze upon you. She holds your stare, boring into your mind, searching the blacks of your eyes for the secrets of your soul. But in so doing, she shows you hers.
Step into her memories.
You are Zeushan, a young lizard magister, devoted to the Order. More than this, you are in love with a comrade, a human man of wit and kindness and sweet disposition, who goes by the name of Boris.
I remember meeting her Magister Boris and Fortune. I remember he's dead.
The confusion in her eyes quickly turns to empty, desperate, desolate sadness. She bows her head, as if this is the end. The last shred of what she thought was real has now gone. She takes one last wander through her memories. You are Zeushan once more. Alexander dies. Worse, your human comrades look at you askance, as if his murder was your fault. Even Boris turns against you. When he's posted to Fort Joy, he does not say goodbye. Your heart is broken.
Send gentle commiserations to her and then allow her memories to continue.
Posted to the graveyard shift in the dark of night on the outskirts of town, you do your duty diligently. But your heart is no longer in it. So when you catch a couple of young sorcerers fleeing Raymond's net, you see how deeply in love they are. You do not turn them in. You help them to escape. But in the morning, they are caught and under torture give you up. They go to Fort Joy. You are hanged right here. She bows her head, ready to depart.
Okay.
And she fades away.
There we go. Somebody else we've helped. Right, where is this house? I can't remember. I remember it being right outside town. That's the witch's house, don't want that. Yeah, that's witch's house. Let's keep searching. Nice. Yeah, we've done this. wonder if it's here then. There's Marge. Jahan. It's too far over that. Yeah, I'm quite confused. I know it's there somewhere. Where is it? That's the witch's house. Paladin encampment. Go up here. I wonder if it's here. That's the trap we walked into. There it is. Is that it? Or is that it? Neither, it's not that one. Oh, hello.
It's true what the old miss told me. Victor, she said, you can't gamble forever. It's only a matter of time before your luck runs out.
May the spirit be.
I've spotted something.
Where? There it is. Hero's Rest. Flashing footsteps. Here it is. We finally found it. We'll use red.
A man paces back and forth, puffing anxiously on a pipe. His face is creased with tiredness. The faint coppery hue of dried blood stains his hands. He sees you.
If you're looking for healing or the like, then you best look elsewhere. My plate is full for now.
Not lingering trace of blood on his hands and asked what is preoccupying him.
The man chomps on the bit of his pipe, generating a small cloud of nervous smoke. Finally, he plucks it from his mouth and clears his throat.
I came by a new patient, a young woman, very troubled. I'll do what I can for her, but I'll need to concentrate. And that means...
He gestures with his pipe for you to leave.
Say you have knowledge of healing, offer to help.
Fine. You can help. Take this key and go to the cellar. I'll join you there. Just be careful. It's clear she's a powerful sorcerer, but also whatever she was subjected to has warped her in body and mind. I have her locked up for good reason.
Okay.
Be ready. We need to get closer. Then maybe I can sedate her.
Across the cellar, a shape bearing some resemblance to a woman lurches around to face you. It utters a marrow-curdling gurgle.
She senses us. Be calm and quiet. No sudden moves.
Point out partial heal circular wound upon woman's scalp. A trepanation wound. Someone opened her head and tinkered around it, seems.
You're right. I hadn't noticed before. Couldn't get close enough. We have to help her. Maybe we can reverse whatever was done to her.
Agree. Even if there's a small chance of saving her, you have to try.
All right. We need her subdued, understand? Do whatever you can to weaken her. Just don't go too far or you might kill her.
Another gurgle, sharper, angrier. Then the sound of rapid footfalls rushing towards you.
Ouch. Oh, not level 12. Oh, he spun round.
She's too strong. She must be weakened or there's no way to help her.
Okay then.
Glory is mine.
The young woman lies still on the floor, her breathing an uneven rasp. Swan's satchel of surgical tools lies nearby. Swan approaches, cradling his arm with a grimace of pain.
Those summons of hers broke my arm. I'll do what I can to help, but the rest is up to you. Tread carefully. One false move and she's dead.
Peel back the skin, take up one hammer and chisel and start to gently tap away at her skull.
Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Crack. After much effort and a lot of blood, you've created a ragged hole in her skull. Not the finest job, but it will serve. Something moves along her exposed lobe. It's a maggot of some kind.
Select a pair of delicate tweezers and gently try to remove the maggot.
The maggot fights the pull of the forceps and sinks its hooked maw into brain matter. A chunk comes away with it as you pull it off. The woman's breathing has grown shallow as she hovers between life and death. All you can do is close her up and hope for the best.
Quickly close up the
Try
wound.
to replace the bone extract. It doesn't seem to line up with the hole very well. You shove it in as best you can and draw the scalp down over it. Your hand passes over the needle and thread in Swan's satchel and instead fishes out a roll of bandages. You wrap the woman's head tightly.
I want her to survive. And I'm sure you can do it.
Across the cellar, a shape bearing some resemblance.
She senses us.
Point out, yes, that.
Right. I hadn't noticed before.
Agrees, even a small chance, yes.
Another gurgle. Shut.
Alright, Sibyl. Hopefully we can do this before they even get a turn.
The young woman lies still on the floor, her breathing an uneven rasp. Swan's satchel of surgical tools lies nearby.
Begin the operation.
Cradling his arm with a grimace of pain.
Those summons of hers broke my arm. I'll do what I can to help, but the rest is up to you. Tread carefully. One false move and she's dead.
Peel back the skin to the angel and start it gently.
Tap, tap, tap. Tap, tap, tap. Crack. After much effort and a lot of blood, you've created something moves along her exposed lobe. It's a maggot of some kind.
A swan.
Swan gingerly picks up some forceps with his good hand and tries to remove the maggot. The forceps slip from his hand and strike the floor. He gives you an abashed look.
It's no use. I'm liable to do more damage than good without both hands to work with.
Sturdy
The
forceps.
maggot fights the pull of the forceps and sinks its hooked maw into brain matter. A chunk. The woman's breathing has grown shallow as she hovers.
Slowly close up the wound.
All you replace the extracted bone and bind it with copper hooks. Then you draw the scalp back in place.
That sounds
and start
better.
stitching the incision shut.
God, for God's sake. It's got to be a way. Begin the operation.
Swan approaches, cradling his...
Those summons of hers broke my arm. I'll do what I can to help, but
Gently.
Tap, tap, tap. After much effort and something moves along her exposed lobe. It's a maggot of some kind.
Delicate
The
tweezers.
pull of the forceps and sinks its hooked. The woman's breathing has grown shallow as she hovers between life and death. All you can do is close her up and hope for the best. Swan shakes his head with a sigh.
I can't.
You replace the extracted bone and bind... Swan approaches, cradling his arm with a grimace of pain.
Those summons of hers broke my arm. I'll do what I can to help, but...
Swan carefully holds her head steady with his one good arm. Something moves along her exposed lobe. It's a maggot of some kind. The maggot fights the pull of the forceps and sinks its hooked maw into... The woman's breathing has grown shallow as she hovers between life and death. All you can do is close her up and hope for the best. You try to replace the bone extract. Your hand...
What is it we can do here? I'm going to check. What's it called, this quest? Because I really do want to save her. Oh, we can't check. Can we take your leave for a minute? Danger to herself and others.
The young woman lies still on the floor. Swan approaches, cradling his arm with a grimace of pain.
Those summons of hers broke my arm. I'll do what I can to help, but the rest is up to you. Tread carefully. One false move and she's dead.
Swan carefully holds her head steady with his one good arm. Something moves along her exposed lobe. It's a maggot of some kind. The maggot fights the pull of the forceps and sinks its hooked maw into brain matter. A chunk comes away with it as the woman's breathing has grown shallow as she hovers between life. You replace the extracted bone and bind it with copper hooks. Then you draw the scalp back in place and start stitching the incision shut. The woman's breathing grows stronger, more even. Colour flushes her cheeks.
You will successfully cure and receive 13,450 experience with troubles. Okay.
She's alive. You did it. I've never seen anything like that, not in 20 years. I'll tend to her here for a while. She shouldn't be moved yet. She'll want to thank you once she comes round, I'm sure.
I'll take a leave, thank you.
That miracle that she survived. That was damn fine work you pulled off there. I'll keep an eye on her until she's ready to fend for herself. If you find yourself in need of potions or healing, be sure to come to me. It's the least I can do.
I'll take a look at what he has.
Everything I've got until next time. Take care of yourself.
Don't really need them, but we'll get them. We've got loads of money. Get those. Strength, skill and perseverance. Get those. Food and drink for that one. Yeah, some of this is getting better now for us. I'm going to keep that, I think. And I think I sold the other stuff I was keeping for him. Oh dear. Thievery. Intelligence 13. No. So that. Auto sort. Right, so we managed to save her eventually. Once I looked it up. I cheated. Good. Well, that's experience we would never have got. What's this? If we hadn't have come here and done this. So that's well worth it. Yeah, I'm not interested in all that. I don't care really. There we go. Right, have we got that? Garrick's buried valuables. Is that what we just got? I think it is. Right, that's done. Oh, come on. You're on his rest. About 14 and a bit. Yeah, we just got that, didn't we? Let's check it. Yeah, we just got that. Okay. What if we go past this way?
What's that? It sounds like there's a battle unfolding nearby.
Oh, hello. How do we get down there then? Let's go and have a look-see.
Looks like this place has seen better days. Much better days.
Gareth toils in monotony.
Ask if he's alright. It's not like him to be so sullen.
Gareth freezes, then turns slowly towards you. His breaths are steady, his voice a monotone.
I'm digging my own parents' graves. You'll have to forgive me for not being first-rate company.
Gareth moves to continue his task, but his cadence falters. He pauses, silence hangs, begging to be broken.
Apologise, you had no idea.
No, of course you didn't, Godwoken. I've seen Seeker's blood seeping into the sand. I waded through corpses on the deck of the Lady Vengeance. But when the lifeless eyes looking back at you are your own mother's, I just didn't know. I didn't know what darkness lied beyond pain. Now, well, now I do.
Reach out.
Gareth shies away from you. His eyes pass over the half-filled graves.
Comfort! Even Lucian has none to spare. I've prayed to him, an endless litany. How many tears do I have to shed? How much must I lose for him to listen? No comfort, only recompense. Against Dallas's cronies, against the abomination that carry out their commands. The monks do the dirty work, and the whites keep their robes clean. Convenient. The monks that did it, they're still in the house, spreading their rancid smell. Paladins came to clean up the mess. In the name of Lucian, they say, and they seem to believe it.
Gareth forcefully exhales and looks past you to the nearby house. You fear he might snap the shovel's handle in two.
Mistake.
I've got no use for empty platitudes.
You swear you hear Gareth's pulse. Gareth...
If you want to help, then you find the craven wight that ordered their slaughter. Anyone that stands between you and...
His clenched jaw tightens further, and then, in an instant, Gareth's guard is broken. Tears well in his eyes. With every blink, a pearl of grief falls to his cheeks.
My parents, they did nothing to deserve this. They were good. Honest. More honest than me. I'd give my own life to bring them back. I never got that last chance to tell them I loved them. I never got to say goodbye. You're right. There's nothing more to be done here. Lucian, forgive me. And please, Godwoken, please forgive me too.
Before you run off, make sure you haven't got anything that I want. I don't think you have. No. Oh, what we can sell those and that. And off your potters.
That creature. It's not Donna, not anymore. It's the Magister's property. Let them handle it. Besides, what's the alternative?
The two paladins Gareth mentioned are arguing in front of the door to the modest farmstead. As they notice your arrival, they stop talking and look at you quizzically.
We're guarding this house. Wise to stay well back. There's a bunch of... They didn't kill anybody. The Magisters who controlled them did. You know Donna, she wouldn't hurt a fly. Not until they turned her. But they did turn her. And now she's not Donna anymore. Get it through your head. The poor creature should be put down. No, wait! Surely, maybe someday they can be fixed. When all this source nonsense is over.
The other paladin rolls his eyes and shakes his head as he turns to face you.
In any event, it's our business, not yours. You just stay well away from the door and you'll be perfectly safe.
So not to worry, you'll take care of the Salons.
You can't do that. They were people who were loved. It's not right to butcher them like cattle. You're right. Here, take the key. We'll leave you to it. I don't want to see Donna like that again. You'll remember her as she was, Jad. The real her.
Paladin William nods his thanks to you, and with a last sorrow-filled glance at the house, Paladin Jad turns to follow his companion away.
But, fine.
Okay then. Oh, it's coming from outside. I was wondering what that shaking was. I think we've read that, I'm not sure. I've read that. Sheep shearers, tools. One-handed axe we're not using that.
May Gareth always choose the right path.
That's what happened
Nothing
here.
we didn't see coming. We always knew Gareth was fated for greatness. As a boy, he'd leap through the fields with wooden sword in hand, slaying imaginary demons, protecting us from whatever evil he would dream of. We also knew that good men make enemies. We knew evil would come, and so it did. Not as a demon or as a witch, but as a man Gareth once knew as a friend. Jonathan. He watched eagerly as those shambling husks descended. It seemed like a game to him. Like theatre. We would never blame Gareth. The righteous always pay a price. May the Seven will it. He will always be the hero we know him to be.
Oh, you had you never saw this treachery coming.
We always want to believe in each other. It's what separates us from the void. It's what makes our existence worthwhile. It's what we do next that defines us. We can respond with treachery, or we can rise above.
So you do your best and put Gareth on the right path.
I trust that you will.
Note the area's level destruction, surely the monks did not do all this.
Gareth did his duty. We felt it was only right that we did ours. The farm was always a safe space for sorcerers needing refuge. They deserved a haven, and so we gave them one. Our guests were usually frightened, shy, grateful. They never used their source, so the Voidwoken never came. The last one, though, she wasn't like the others.
Oh, it was Hanag.
Named Hanag. We housed her and fed her. Robes like a wizard's, voice like a queen's. Voidwoken appeared before long, and paladins after that. She clearly drew the Magister's attentions. Our fates were written.
Offer your empathy, surely the sorcerer meant no harm.
I never thought she meant to do us wrong. I don't blame her for fleeing to the Cloister Wood. I worry for her.
Okay.
May Gareth always choose the right path.
Not going to consume the sauce. Right, what do we do with these?
The silent monk looks like she was only recently converted. Her face was clearly beautiful once, and the eyes looking at you are not yet the full fulgin black of other silent monks you have seen. One of her hands trembles, twitching. It reaches out to you.
Perhaps she's not too far gone. Take a hand.
Her hand is cold and smooth, like that of a porcelain doll. Jerkily, as if unused to movement, she strokes your hand gently and looks into your eyes. Her lips part and her mouth moves. Did she whisper, "Save me," or "Slay me"? Or did you only hear what you wanted to hear in the whispers of the wind? Slipping your hand free from hers, you back away and leave her standing there. Her arm remains outstretched, stroking, as if you were still right there beside her.
Can we save these? I don't think we can we?
This dwarven monk hangs his head, as if looking down at his feet. A wretched gurgling noise issues from him.
Reach out with his chin to look it into his face.
Staring down into his face, you realize you were staring into mutilation. He has no eyes, his empty sockets crawling with blood maggots. The gurgling sound comes from his stitched mouth, though no meaning can be understood.
Put him out of his misery.
He does not resist in the least, merely slumps to the ground with one final gurgle. Emaciated of body and spirit, this silent monk stands straighter than the others, the remnants of military bearing clear in her posture. This must be Donna, the one spoken of by the paladins guarding the door.
Tell that Jihad remembers her fondly.
She gives no indication at all that she has heard you, save for a single tear dripping from one eye. Her tears flow along with her blood, yet, even in the moment of death, she does not break her silence.
Greet the Reaper for me.
Sorry, Donna. Okay, letter to Maisie, okay.
The lumpen silent monk stands like a pillar of decaying flesh. So still it seems he is not even breathing.
Is he even breathing?
All of a sudden, like a bellows, he exhales a fetid gust right into your face. The stench of rot shrouds you, coating you in a way you fear will never truly be washed away.
I decide to free him, slice into him, releasing his organs and his life onto the floor.
He looks through your eyes with seeming disinterest as the life ebbs from his body, drop by drop, until he is gone and the flesh that housed him slumps to the ground. The silent monk stands with one arm outstretched, stroking the air in front of her.
Yeah, we're not going to be able to save her.
Her eyes squeeze shut and her whole body trembles, but she puts up no resistance as you kill her.
Sorry and all that, but I don't think we'll be coming back here. What do we have here? More scarecrows. Oh, we've got a fight over there.
This Magister didn't die by a sword anyway. Something's afoot here.
Voidwoken! The sorcerer's conjured Voidwoken! Form up! Don't let them over the bridge!
The spectral Magister raises his sword and shield against an unseen Voidwoken foe.
Take your leave. I'm not going to consume all these Magisters. It's not right. They're fighting against the Voidwoken. And we have enemies there, which we will do next time. Alright guys, we're coming up to the hour and a half. Going to leave it there. I'll keep these at an hour and a half for YouTube. And don't forget, if you're watching on YouTube, please leave a like and subscribe. And I will see you all soon. This is Olgrey, signing off.